Nnamdi Kanu's maltreatment is getting worse than expected. It's time for us to come in. UK government interferes. Nnamdi Kanu cannot wait for UK government to have something to do with this issue. I remember that he has written many letters to UK government, the British government, international organizations to get involved in this trial, to interfere, because he doesn't trust the Nigerian government and he doesn't believe in the judgment of the Nigerian government. Many times I know that the UK have tried to come in, but the federal government keep blocking so many of their ways. But the UK government knows that they are regarded as one of the world power, and their decisions mostly are recognized and respected. Let them use that power, let them use that recognition and see to Nnamdi Kanu's quick trial and release. This is what he said. American constitutional lawyer Bruce Fehim has said that the torture President Muhammadu Buhari's government had meted out on the leader of Nnamdi Kanu is becoming too much, even far more than Nelson Mandela. Fehim, who is also Kanu's counsel, accused Buhari of flouting court orders and unleashing malicious treatment on the detained IPOB leader. The American legal practitioner, who had been denied from seeing Kanu twice by the operatives of the Department of State Services, stated this in an open letter addressed to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Buhari, on Friday. The letter partly reads, "You should tremble for Nigeria when you reflect that God is just and that his justice cannot sleep forever. Nothing is more certainly written in the book of faith than that Biafrans are to be free and independent and will obtain deliverance from your malign Fulani yoke. You are laboring in immoral and illegitimate defense of artificial borders ordained by European power over 135 years ago, without the consent of a single African, exhibiting a wicked contempt for the gospel of government by the consent of the governed. Last June, you conspired with Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta to kidnap and torture Biafran leader Nnamdi Kanu in Nairobi, and then illegally transferred him into the malign arms of the Department of Security Services. There, for 8 months, Biafran's savior has been detained in solitary confinement and denied necessary medical care and legal counsel without a trial and under cruel conditions, satisfying any threshold of torture. In so doing, you have embraced the tyrannical doctrine of the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland. Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Your lawless, malevolent mistreatment of Nnamdi Kanu is far worse than the degradation Nelson Mandela experienced under South African apartheid regime. It provoked international ostracism and exclusion from the United Nations, among other things. Mr. Mandela was not denied access to counsel of choice, was not tortured before trial, and was not detained indefinitely in solitary confinement. You see, Nnamdi Kanu is a prepared servant, from God, sent to defend his people. So that is why you see that he is going through all this. That's why you see that he's going through all this. The torture Nnamdi Kanu is going through is not his own torture. It's a torture he has offered himself to get for the sake of his people. He is more or less like a sacrificial lamb. He has given up himself, that look, I am giving up myself for my people to be free. My dear listeners, this is why the Igbo people have to see reason why Nnamdi Kanu should be supported. Forget about the governors, because those ones are only thinking about themselves. They are not thinking about you. This is the only man thinking about you and your well-being. You understand? Those governors are only thinking about themselves. Okay, look at, we are talking about one of us who is facing a trial. Instead of them to be working towards how to get him out of detention, they are actually fighting for more power on how to become president. You can now see. That is to let you know that they are only thinking about themselves and not no other person. No other person. You understand? And that's just the fact of the story. So, my dear listeners, based on this very fact and this very note, I will advise that we let me hear from you, so that from there we'll be able to detect facts and be able to, say to ourselves, okay, this is what's supposed to be done, this is what not supposed to be done. Okay, if you're new, don't forget your comments are very much important. Don't forget to leave them below the comment section. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.